Hey, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me today to set up my bullet journal for May. The theme for this month is vintage collage landscapes. Starting with the cover page, I'll be writing a quote on the left side and then using collage elements to create a landscape picture on the right. The arch will be a card where I can open it up to fill in my focus of the month, notes, as well as a to-do list. It's been a while since I did a theme involving collages and a vintage color scheme, so I really had fun doing up the spreads for this month. After finalizing the layout, I drafted the quote in pencil and secured the pieces with glue tape. I wrote the quote with a micron pen in a very casual sans serif font. I've been pretty obsessed with the stencil font recently, so I wrote the author's name with the help of this MUJI stencil. While I waited for the ink to dry, I pasted this tea bag label on. I had collected this label previously, and I thought the quote on it is a great match with this theme. Then I finished up the rest of the name using the stencil and the micron pen. Moving on to the right side of the spread, I printed out the arch shape on craft paper and cut it to size. I then used a craft puncher on this wood printed paper to cut a circle for the sun. For the landscapes, I used another wood printed paper and tore it to an uneven triangular shape. To add more texture, I also used a piece of newspaper print sticker. This landscape picture was so easy to make, and I really love how it turned out. For the inner pages, I used similar elements to decorate the headers and wrote them using the same MUJI stencil. Once it was done, I pasted the arch on my journal and wrote May with the help of a much bigger stencil. And the spread was done. The next spread is a 2-page calendar. I'll be adding another big arch shape on the left side and drawing the calendar mainly on the right side of the spread. I printed out many arches at one go so that I don't waste the space on the craft paper. This bigger stencil has a good font size for headings, so I used it to write the word calendar on the top right corner. Then I pasted the arch on the left side. I used the same micron pen to draw in the lines for the calendar. I kept the days of the week minimal using the smaller stencil. I wanted a textured dot for each date, so I used a regular puncher on the light wood paper. I kind of regret doing that because it was really tough and time consuming to paste each and every one of the dots on the calendar. To decorate the arch, I tore paper to create a mountain landscape and combined different textures to complete the picture. When it was done, I felt that the craft paper looks kind of empty, so I wrote "Wonder" to fill up the space, and I think it really helps to tie everything together. Moving on to the next spread, which is my first weekly spread, I plan to have a slimmer arch and some landscape collage at the bottom of the right side, with the remaining space for each day of the week. First, I pasted the craft paper arch and worked on the main header. Next, I created the landscapes on the right side using the same method as the arch on the cover page. Then I drew in some lines to divide the sections for each day of the week. Again, I used the craft puncher to make some circles for writing the dates on. Then I wrote the days of the week in the same font as the quote page. For the arch, I added some textures and used the same stencil font to write to-dos and notes. And I'm done with the weekly spread. Time for a flip through and some close-ups of the spreads. Once again, thank you for joining me in this setup video, and feel free to tag me on Instagram if you recreate any of these spreads. See you in the next video.